thanks for coming back. I wanted to talk about the aliens. What do you guys think about this alien stuff? Now they're coming out with, oh, we're going to have a congressional hearing about the aliens, UFOs rather. So yeah, so the New York Post says the ex-Intel official claims feds absolutely have UFOs, bodies of non-human origin during bombshell hearings. So this hearing that took place that nobody seems to be paying attention, nobody seems to care about these aliens. They asked the government if they have a possession of UFOs, and they said 100% absolutely yes. Based on interviewing over 40 witnesses over 4 years, where I know the exact locations the UFOs are kept, he said, and those locations were provided by the Inspector General. Grush further claimed some of the UFO artifacts included non-human spacecraft. One of the first times a witness has testified under oath to Congress about possible extraterrestrial life in the universe, and refused to say whether anyone had been killed over UAPs. That's what now it's a new acronym for UFO. I have to be careful asking that question, he said, suggesting that he may be able to reveal more in a classified setting. So yeah, they know a lot. They know so much, and they're not telling us, and they're leaking it slowly. They're making us get ready, right? Is that what you think? I don't know. I called up my sister Peggy. She tends to think it's a psyop. Or it could be aliens are, they're literally abducting human beings because they want their adrenochrome. They want to have the blood. They want to have the adrenal blood, the adrenochrome, or whatever you pronounce that. That's what Peggy, who has intel from her friend who works at Rite Aid with her, who I'm pretty sure is. But I mean, I don't know. Do you think that the aliens are stealing? And then basically, it always comes around to the children. Yeah, they want the adrenochrome because the aliens, and it's like it's a dark versus light, and it's kind of biblical. A lot of people think it's biblical. There's like a war going on with the extraterrestrials and the humans, and now I think people are catching on. You know what I think it is? I don't think it's any of that. I don't even think, maybe there are some weird, I mean, yeah, there's billions of planets, and there's so many things we don't know about space. We can only go so far. However, I think it's a distraction because I don't know how many fires are happening in the Mediterranean area. There's fires in Italy. There's fires in Spain. There's the record high in New York and California, and it's been the hottest it's ever been, ever. It's broken all the records. I think they're like, let's try to distract them and tell them that they're aliens so we can completely ignore the fact that we've been polluting and raising the temperature of the earth because we're greedy motherfuckers. So let's just say that they're aliens, and that'll distract them. But the thing is, it didn't work because nobody cares. Don't you think that's nuts? Nobody cares about the aliens. Nobody's going, oh my God, they're aliens. No, they're like, oh my God, Taylor Swift, did you get the tickets? No, you didn't get the tickets? Oh, I wanted to get the tickets to the Taylor. Did you go to see The Weeknd? I saw The Weeknd. Did you see the Barbie movie? Yeah, I saw the Barbie movie. Did you see the aliens? Nobody cares about the aliens. Put your comments below. What do you think? Are you upset about the aliens? I'm a little worried that nobody's worried about it and nobody's talking about it. No, we're talking about laptops. We're talking about, I don't know, what else is going on in the news? We're talking about who fights of celebrities, Doja Cat's fighting with her fans because they're calling themselves kittens. And she says, don't call yourself kittens. And now she lost over 200,000 followers. Why do I know that? Because I have a teenager. These are the things that are on their minds, not aliens. The world is ending, is what I'm trying to say, folks. That's it. We've come to the point where the U.S. Congress had a meeting stating that there are aliens and nobody gives a shit. Not a single motherfucker cares. Nobody's outraged. Nobody's running around going, oh my God, we're in harm's way. E.T. phone home. All that. No, nothing. Well, Doja Cat lost 200,000 followers. Oh my God. The Weeknd. We saw him this weekend. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what they're posting. People are dying in forests. The drought that's happening, the climate change, our planet is on fire. Nobody's really talking about that either. Nobody's talking about the planet is burning and that they're aliens. Maybe we should make the aliens go in the fire area and they can put out the fires and figure that shit out. This is from the New York Post. Hunter Biden was asked to look for any job, while he awaits his next plea hearing per prosecutors. The judge basically said, hey, buddy, while we're waiting to hear you out and have another plea bargain, you got to get a job and you got to stop doing drugs. Basically, that's what he said. Hunter, you got to get a fucking job. How old are you? 50? Get a job. Don't do drugs and don't get prostitutes and posted. And I don't know what he did. He did something with his laptop and took a lot of pictures of a prostitute and him doing blow and having sex. He is the son of a president. Now, I'm going to go off script here for a second, just because I think this is kind of important. I think this is kind of important to talk about. Why is it, like if that were a Republican's son or daughter, the late night talk shows would be having a field day. A field day. But look, I'm a liberal, okay? There, I said it. I'm a centrist liberal. That doesn't even make any sense, but I'm not like a crazy, like, we just know, everybody willy-nilly do whatever. We need rules. We need regulations. Help those who need help. Give back if you have a lot. I'm like that. However, this Hunter Biden is a fucking train wreck. And nobody, no late night talk shows, nobody's attacking or making fun. Why is that? I wonder why that is. I just think it's hypocritical. I think it's totally hypocritical. If I were running a show, I would be taking the piss every night out of Hunter Biden. I mean, come on. That's not fair. I think I think the liberals take themselves way too seriously. Totally. Like, really think about it. You got to make fun of yourselves. Not like, I'm such a unathletic person, or I'm such a dork, I'm such a nerd. No, I'm talking make fun of yourselves. You have to make fun of yourselves. You can't. This is why we're getting all right-wing people crazies, because they hate us. You know why? Because we're not making fun of our own. When such a big story like this happens, Hunter Biden was basically slapped on the wrist and said, you know what? I think you did a lot of shady shit with the Ukraine. I think you are a drug addict and you post all these things on your, I don't know, we found pictures on your laptop of like really kind of crazy stuff, but we're not allowed to make fun of him. Why? Why aren't we allowed to make fun of him? We have to make fun of him. This is a plea. This is a plea to everybody who's in the world. Oh, I guess there's a writer's strike. But when you get back to it, you should be writing about it. You should totally be writing about this. You should be tweeting about it, Xing about it. You should be Instagramming about it. They're two-faced. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, if one of your own go down, you gotta acknowledge it. Do you know what I mean? You've got to acknowledge it, and that's that. But I'm gonna shut it. I'm gonna zip it, and I'm gonna continue with this article. Let me know what you think. Put your comments below. So the New York Post is definitely not left-leaning. So they always have funny stories about Hunter Biden, incriminating stories about Hunter Biden, which is fine because that's what they do. They're the New York Post. That's their job. Now that the judge has asked Hunter Biden, you're going to have to get a job. A 53-year-old dude, or I don't know how old he's in his 50s. You're going to have to get a job, Hunter. It's time to grow up. Put on your big boy pants and get a job. So now the Post is asking, so what do you think his job could be? And they post his resume. Do you want to hear his resume? Of course you want to hear it. Here's his resume, doctored up by the New York Post. Resume, name, Robert Hunter Biden. He should just go by Rob. He's more of a Rob than a Hunter. Hunter Biden, it sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like he's like the head of a yacht club. Hunter Biden. I would go Rob. Rob seems like a better name for a fuck up. Yeah, it's who? Which son? Rob. Oh, little Robbie. Yeah, he was always a little touched. You know what I mean? Robbie Hunter. No, Robbie Biden. Anyway, here's what the New York Post put. Name for his resume. Robert Hunter Biden, primary residence, guest residence at President's Williamton, Delaware mansion, house in Venice Beach, swanky rental in Malibu, North Shore's Biden family home in Rehoboth, that's a beach in Delaware, and the White House whenever his dad is there. That's where his residencies are. Education, Bachelor of Arts from Georgetown University in 1992. That's a good school. And Juris Doctor from Yale Law School in 1996. He's a lawyer. I didn't know that. Okay, that's a good resume. What are you doing, Robert Hunter? I think you should change your name. That's what I think you should do. I think you should totally change your name to Robert Biden. And then like some people will be like, I don't know. I know who Hunter is. I don't know who Robert is. Maybe he's a good one. Experience, Burisma Holdings Limited, 2014 to 2019, board member despite no energy industry background. All right, New York Post. Also, U.S. Naval Reserve, 2013 to 2014, served as an officer in public affairs, discharged for failing a drug test. That's the New York Post if they wrote Hunter Biden's resume. Founder and board member of a private equity fund linked to the Chinese Communist Party. But then he worked for Amtrak, he worked for the U.S. Department of Commerce, he worked for Georgetown University. Okay, and so the potential jobs, this is what the New York Post wrote. They're trying to be cheeky, all right? Robert Hunter Biden's potential jobs that they suggest that he could probably pursue. OnlyFans star. The 5-year investigation into Hunter Biden launched in November 2018 with a look into foreign-based amateur online pornography platform, according to the IRS. Apparently, he uploaded his stuff on amateur porn sites. I don't know. He probably did. I think he was doing crack. Anyway, Hunter has already uploaded videos to adult platforms like Pornhub and could capitalize on his high national profile by becoming an OnlyFans content creator. There you go. So yeah, there's a cheeky little job for you. You could be an OnlyFans content creator. He could be, here's another job they suggested, the Rehoboth Beach Patrol. Hunter has accompanied his father on trips across the globe, but he more frequently enjoys family trips to Camp David and the Biden's North Shore beach home in Delaware. So that's a job. The Beach Patrol. I don't know what he would do. Laptop repairman is another job suggestion. Delaware laptop repair shop owner John Paul Isaac, who is legally blind, made history when he discovered Hunter Biden had left behind potentially incriminating evidence on his laptop from hell in 2019. He could be a laptop. Yeah. All right. Jenny's ice cream franchise. Okay, so his family owns Jenny's ice cream, and maybe he could work there. That's not funny. Whatever. Anyway, what do you think? Do you think that we should be making fun of him, or do you think we shouldn't be making fun of him? I think we should. I think it's our job as comedy writers, as people who are doing satire. If you're right, if you're left, we all should be poking fun at the absurdity of white privilege or just privilege. I mean, that is the most privilege. Apparently, this kid, he's not a kid, he's in his 50s. Hunter has been selling his artwork to his friends for like millions of dollars. He paints. Yeah, he's a painter. And he's been selling it. I don't think he needs to get a job because he's already made so much billions of dollars doing deals because his, connections. So I don't know. I guess the judge or his lawyers are like, yeah, get a job at Petco. And maybe when you do a plea bargain, the judge will feel sorry for you and let you off the hook. I guess that's their reasoning. I think the judges have already been paid off. So I don't know. What do you think? I think he should get a job. I think if he did get a job, I would get a job. If I were his PR, I would probably make him work at Amnesty International or something like UNE, something that like helps people, something that like, you have to go into like a desert and have photo ops with like him helping people in the desert. You know what I mean? Building bridges in the desert or something, or building wells in the desert. Something like that. That's a job he should probably look into, and probably stop doing drugs for sure. Don't do drugs. Stay off the drugs. Crack is whack.